Studio Africa 2019 brings the noise. This year, the most exciting acts on the continent are paired up for explosive collaborations. Watch your favorite African superstars collaborate, create banging beats, and hit the stage to perform. This is the sound of Africa. It's Coke Studio Africa 2019. This week on Coke Studio Africa, Moji Shortbabaa from Kenya and Bisrat Surafel from Ethiopia share spectacular moments. Plus, in this week's big break, an upcoming Kenyan producer joins forces with the Coke Studio music production team. But right now, let's meet this week's headline artists.
My name is Moji Shortbabaa, or Shorty Baba. I'm a gospel artist, I'm an MC, and I'm a media personality from Nairobi, Kenya.
Gospel giant Moji Shortbabaa is a sought-after East African artist, straight out of the 254. He got his big break as part of a duo called Kelele Takatifu. But now, the Kenyan star's solo success keeps soaring to new heights.
Bisrat Surafel ነኝ የመጣሁት
Hi, I'm Bisrat Surafel. I come from East Africa, Ethiopia, and I'm a musician.
አልተወሰንም ሁሉም አይነት
My style of music is very diverse. I dabble in all kinds of music, dancehall, Ethiopian cultural music, R&B, slow music.
Out of Ethiopia, rapping 251 is multi-genre specialist Bisrat Surafel. The chilled muso is a smooth collaborator. He's made a name for himself by using Amharic to express contemporary culture. Before these superstars finally make a song together, they have to recreate each other's hit songs, record them, and then hit the stage for a performance in front of the original hitmaker.
ደስ ብሎኛል ያው አንዳንድ
I was excited. Some of my friends have visited the studio before. Famous and beginner artists have visited. I received some information from them. But I was thinking more about who it is I'm going to collaborate with and what type of person I'm going to meet. Also, what kind of experiences I will gain and the like. Yet after I stepped in, I was excited and they welcomed me warmly. Thanks.
Hey, what's up, man?
How's it going?
Good.
DLC. Nice to
DLC,
meet you, man.
Moji Shortbabaa. So I walk into the studio and I meet young DLC.
Nah, bro. Hey.
I'm going to be working with Bisrat.
Hey, man. How you doing?
Honestly, I didn't know much about Bisrat or I didn't know much about the Ethiopian music scene, and I'm looking to understand it a bit more. Yo. Yes. Nice to meet you. Bisrat comes in with his manager because, of course, he needs someone to translate. Salam. Music is a universal language, so at least even if we don't understand other things, we're going to understand the music. And yeah, man, we're ready to work.
You guys, you're going to be covering each other's songs. Do you know the song you're doing of his?
I know a song of his, but I don't know if it's the one I'm covering.
Which one do you know?
I just know the melody. I don't know the name.
Oh.
The name is na 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 na. Na 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 na.
I think that's Yebet Sira.
I hope that's the one.
Yeah.
It is. I'm going to start working on the song to know what I can change, listen to the track. So Bisrat is going to have to leave so that, I can work on the song.
We're going to keep it a secret.
And you don't want to hear you don't want us to hear
You'll hear it on the stage. It's going to be a big surprise.
And I hope he like what I'll do to his song, and I hope I won't butcher it.
Amazing.
See you later.
Right, catch you there.
Salamna.
Peace out.
Let me play you Yebet Sira.
Yeah, but Sarah.
Here we go.
የቤት ስራ
Yeah, Bitsara is one of my songs included in Ikal Bikali, an album I recently recorded. Yeah, Bitsara means homework in English.
ከትምህርት ቤት ጋር አገናኝ
I remember when we were going to school, not completing our homework, it was stressful, especially when the teacher gets angry with you.
ፍቅር ጋር አገናኝ
So I did my song comparing homework to love, saying you became homework to me. It's like that. I don't think it will be difficult for him because the beat is similar to African music, so I don't think so.
ይመስለኛል
I think the melody, I'm gonna retain
You're
most of the
gonna keep
melody.
it.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I might have to sing a key high. I think the challenge with this song, being that it's very traditional Ethiopian, he's singing on a very high octave. So it's la, 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 la. Yeah.
We can change it.
We can change it, yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe we can bring it a bit lower. DLC had to bring down the key just a bit to just, so that it can accommodate me. I think that works.
That works, eh?
That works well, yeah.
Okay, cool.
After listening to the track, I don't think I'll add any instruments. Maybe I'll, just change the arrangement a bit for it to accommodate, my style of writing. My writing is really a lot of Swahili. I try to bring everybody in, even, other parts of Africa, to add some English in there so that guys can get what I'm talking about.
Nimepitia mengi, nimepiga makoti, nimetoka kwa mtaa, nkawangware, na vitu nimecheki na.
Me and DLC, I've worked on something really great.
Salamna.
Yeah, man. That's quite cool, man. Yeah, I like that better.
I like the outcome. I hope you guys are gonna like what I did to the song. Hope I didn't butcher it.
Man, let me go perform it. Wish you all the best, yeah? Paleta, brother.
Okay, cool, sure.
About to perform a cover of a Bisrat Surafel song. It's called Your Best Sira, and I'm gonna do my own version to it. I hope itakuwa poa, and I hope you guys like it. Mine is called Hakuna Matata. I had to change up the words because Amharic is not the easiest thing to sing, man. But I hope you guys like it. Yes, here we go.
Moji was lucky enough to get to cover the Bisrat song that he loves. He gave it his own spin, a new name, and now he gets to set the Coke Studio Africa stage ablaze with his rendition of Bisrat's Ye Bet Sira.
Kama dhikiriri, atukia tusitiriri, ndogo watu fikiriri, yata ukali, labda mafirifiri. So when I dance, come dance with me, for we are blessed, so blessed. Ni. Hapa hakuna matata. Hapa hakuna matata. Hapa hakuna matata. Salamna, salamna, peace to my people. Salamna, 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 peace to my people. Salamna, to my downtown people and my uptown people. Mapenzi kibao, tusikorogane kama mwiko. To my downtown people and my uptown people, mapenzi kibao, tusigorokane kama mwiko, jini kama dhikiriri, nachukia tusitiriri, ndogo watu fikiriri, yata ukali, labda mapiripiri. So when I dance, come dance with me, for we are blessed, so blessed. Ni nani.
በጣም ደስ ይላል።
Yeah, it is very good, very, very good. He added his own verses and even some Amharic words. Besides, he kept the bars and played nicely. It is very good. It is very exciting.
Still to come on Coke Studio Africa, Bisrat was pleasantly surprised by Moji's mixing of languages. And after the break, it's his turn to cover a song by Moji. The Sound of Africa will be right back after this Coke break. Ethiopian singer Bisrat Surafel and Kenyan singer Moji Shortbabaa are this week's Coke Studio Africa headliners. Moji has already covered a hit song by Bisrat, and now it's Bisrat's turn to add his own words and make Moji's hit his own.
Are you ready to get this started? Okay, cool.
He chose the song and told me to play it. I'm happy and eager to hear how he's going to change it.
Here we go.
Yo, Bisrat, so the song you're doing is called Vimbada. Vimbada just means energy, and it's also a dance.
So nashukuru niko sawa, so mina vimbada.
You know, a song, you know, just to dance and to give praise to the Most High. But you can play around with it. You know, just maintain the chorus. You can add some Ethiopian, vibe to it. I'm looking forward to seeing like what you work on with this song.
Baba. Vimbada.
So, where are you thinking of taking the song, man?
There is some portion of the song. I liked it and I wanted to add my own wording on top of that. So taking a small chord of the song, I want to try to express my feelings within the concept of the song. Always, if you work hard and believe in God, you can reach where you want to reach. I don't think about my past and I'm well now. I added verses like that. Yeah, I guess he will like it. He's a musician, same as me. And I took only one chord from his song and the rest is mine. So I think he's going to like it.
It's coming in good, man. It's coming in good. Well done.
Bisrat must now put all his energy into a performance of the praise jam.
When I perform on stage, I want to make everybody happy because there will be many people and they should enjoy the program. So I have such a good feeling about this.
Vimbada, 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 energy, synergy, vimbada, 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 bada, bada, energy, synergy. ከራሴ በላይ የለም ምስክር ስንቱን አለፍኩት ባሰብ ስዳክር አይ ጊዜ ስትገሰግስ ያላየኸኝ አንተን ዛሬ አገኘኸኝ ሁሉም በመጣበት ጊዜውን ጠብቆ መመለሱ ላይቀር ቀድሞ መገኘት ነው ነገን ከናፈቀው ተስፋን ይዘህ እደር አይ ጊዜ አለቃው ይዘገያል እንጂ መልእክቱን ለማድረስ ለካስ ከፈጣሪ በስተመጨረሻ አይጠፋም የደስደስ Vimbada, 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 energy, synergy, vimbada, 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 bada, bada, energy, synergy, Fano, fano, re fano, fano, re fano, fano, re fano, 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 fano. Fano, 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 fano. Vimbada, 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 energy, synergy, vimbada, 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 bada, 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 energy.
ችግር ስንቱን አለፍኩት በሀሳብ ስዳክር አይ ጊዜ ስትከሰክስ ያላየኸኝ ካፌን ዛሬ አገኘኸኝ ሁሉም በመጣበት ጊዜውን ጠብቆ መመለሱ ላይቀር ቀድሞ መገኘት ነው ነገን ከናፈቀው ተስፋን ይዘህ እደር አይ ጊዜ አለቃው ይዘገያል እንጂ መልእክቱ ለማድረስ ለካስ ከፈጣሪ በስተመጨረሻ አይጠፋም የደስደስ Bim bada 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 energy energy synergy synergy bim bada bim bada bim bada bim bada bim bada bim bada 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 energy energy synergy synergy fano fano are fano fano are fano fano are fano 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 Fano, fano, ara fano, fano, fano,
Fano, fano.
Hey, I think I'm gonna do a remix and add that part, Yani. But he killed it. Nice rendition. Loved the traditional flavor he added onto it, Yani. Big up, man. Bisrat Surafel. Well done, bro. Well done, bro. Very nice. Very nice. God bless. Fano, fano.
Coming up during the Big Break segment, Kenyan culture is at the center of a collaboration between young DLC, Joe Mutoria, and Wendy Kemunto. First, it's time for the sound of Africa to take a cook break. Coming up in this week's special Big Break, we bring a fusion of 3 young talents together. Coke Studio Africa resident producer Young DLC from Zimbabwe and this season's backing vocalist and star in the making Wendy Kemunto join forces with the talented upcoming Kenyan producer Joe Mutoria. We discovered Joe on social media but saw straight away that this music maestro is destined for big things. This is Joe's Big Break.
My name is Joe Mutoria. I'm a producer, I'm a musician, singer, songwriter, guitarist, keyboardist, pianist, anything that ends with an ist.
My father taught me how to play the keys when I was still a child, when I was around about a year old. By the time I was in class 4, I was writing music and recording myself. So I heard a friend of mine was talking about a business opportunity. Which is to bring Kenyan traditional music and make a modern mix out of it. So that night I created the beat. I finished at around 4 a.m. and posted it at around 5 a.m. I slept, and by the time I woke up, I saw it had gotten a lot of attention.
I have now an opportunity to work with the best musicians, the best producers. See you in Coke Studio, people.
What up, man? Today I'm going to be working with Joe Mutoria.
PLC.
Finally, we meet.
Wagwan.
He's really tall. Seems like he brought his gear here, so...
Whoa, this is such a dope space.
He's ready to work and I'm ready to work, so let's get it. I saw a video online and I was like, yo, that is so cool. And then I was like, yo, I need this guy in studio.
I thought I was going to work with older people, but young DLC happens to be as young as I am. I'm loving the vibe. I'm always the youngest person in the room, so I'm really happy to...
How old are you, bro?
I'm 22.
We're the same age, man. What the hell? I started as a very young child. I made my first song at 9 years old. I'm super keen to see how you sample that thing, man.
It wasn't that hard, like you would know.
No, bro, that thing was genius.
Today, our task is to make an original song.
You have it, hey?
I was thinking we can use something different.
It's a really interesting way of sampling vocals. We're gonna record a sample of Maasai vocals.
The reason I went with Maasai is it's one of the most popular cultures in Kenya. I think we haven't invested in our roots enough. What genre do you think it should be?
We can see where the sample takes us, because now we're just being led by the sample gods.
About the genre, I'm thinking more of Afro house or Afro tribal.
Grab the guitar, bro. You play guitar, hey?
Yeah.
The cool thing about working with Joe is that he's also a young producer. He gets it. He's not focused on the smaller details. He's focused on getting to the finished product.
1, 2, 3, and... Oh, that's the intro.
I have a lot of melodies in my head, so we decided that I'm going to come up with the melodies and the chords, and he's going to work mainly on the groove.
Oh, play that.
The rhythm that I'm going to go with is more of like a Afro house, just music that makes people dance.
So the track is done. Now we have to lay vocals. The biggest surprise is we're working with Wendy Kemonto. We were in a vocal school together. And I think she's a really hardworking young lady.
I heard a bit of it. It sounds nice.
Yeah?
Working in Coke Studio this time as an artist is very different. There's a bit of pressure. So the first thing that came to my mind when I heard the beat was freedom of expression, of singing, dancing, shouting.
Nataka kupepea juu angani nipate mabawa kivuli tafunika niweze kuimba.
When people hear the song, I want them to feel the good vibes, be uplifted, be inspired, go in.
The trio has come up with a patriotic banger, and now it's time to bring it to life on the Coke Studio Africa stage.
When people hear the song, I want them to feel the good vibes, be uplifted, be inspired.
What you can expect is good energy, fire emoji.
So I've been on the stage a lot of times as a background singer, but this time I'm going to be on the center stage as an artist. So I'm expecting a lot of color, a lot of energy from the audience, just a whole lot of vibe.
Nipatie mabawa kivuli tafunika niweze kuimba.
That performance for me was very exciting and it was fire. There was a lot of energy in the room and the audience seemed to really enjoy the music. So I'm really happy about it.
Mad energy. I loved the energy of the audience. I loved what Kemunto did. She killed it with the vocals. I loved it.
Working with DLC and Joe has been an amazing, fun experience. I hope I get to work with them again. So I'm very happy with what we did.
After the break, we catch up with our headliners Moji Shortbabaa and Bisrat Surafel.
Lower, 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 seta, lower, lower.
But now the sound of Africa needs to take a Coke break. This week, Coke Studio Africa headliners are Bisrat Surafel from Ethiopia and Moji Shortbabaa from Kenya. They took turns covering each other's hit songs, and now they go looking for inspiration for a song all Africans will understand.
Me and Bisrat have been working hard in studio. But now I have to take him to the hood so that he can see how I was brought up, where I was brought up. My hood is called Ngando.
Ngando, can you say Ngando?
Ngando. Ngando. And it's in a constituency called Dagoretti.
Hey, hello. How are you?
Yes, very. My area was similar to this, but now concrete roads have been built, which changed the environment.
Hey, hello, Mondi.
Otherwise, the streets look similar to where I grew up, which is called Waira.
This is what I used to sing. Used to put things like this.
Moji is a very funny person because when you grow up in such a community, you have freedom. If you have freedom, you don't stress. Rather, you laugh and be funny. I think that's the secret.
Yes. I was born in 1991, 1992, 1991 we moved here. My mom got me when she was really young. My mom got me when she was like 16 years old. So this here is my grandma's house. So by that time, of course, she was still in her mom's house. This is where we came. 1991, we moved here. I actually grew up with two mothers. Grandmother here is Shosho. She had 8 kids. She used to sell in the market so she can get money to buy me milk and buy me potatoes. Come back here and we eat the food. That was a real struggle coming from a humble background. Yeah, man. So it's a place that I really love to go back to so that I can remember and thank God for fulfilling, the things He promised. When I'm from hustling, like when I used to live with my grandmother, I used to go hustle, and there was also a time I used to do college, study media. So I used to go there. So when I'm from Nairobi, I used to come 11 o'clock. And when I get here, I used to come. Shosho! Until she comes out, she's like, yeah, ask me how's the day has been. We talk. Yeah, so me and my Shosho are very tight and I thank God because when my mom passed, I still have my grandmother, to take care of me.
Similarly, I was raised by my grandmother called Babette. She passed away quite a while ago, and because of this visit, I can feel that she's on my mind now.
So now let's go. I'm going to take you to Amato. On the same street that we're walking on is a kiosk or a duka. I've gone to this shop ever since I was young, yani. We're going to get something to eat, Something that I used to eat. We call it KDF. It's like a donut that's really, popular in our country. And we're going to have that, of course, with a cold Coke. It's like our army. Our army is Kenya Defense Forces. So we call it KDF because how it fights hunger. Defends us against hunger.
It is similar to the food we call chonake in Ethiopia. In Ethiopia, we call it chonake. There are many different types which have different names, such as some have lentils inside, which we call sambusa.
I'm going to take Bisrat to my school. I'm going Forest Primary School. This was one of my classes, man. Let's check it out.
It is similar to the elementary school I attended. It's called Yamani Birhane, which is full of trees, wide fields, and a beautiful environment.
Yeah, now in primary school, that's why I started rapping. So we used to go like... One of the first rap I did was take John 3:16 and make a rap with it. When did you start your interest in music? Was it in primary school or high school? Did you guys use the desks as drums too, or...?
I started in my local area hitting jerry cans, tables, and so on. The primary school I attended was Yamani Birhane. The high school was called Ayertena.
So tells me to give him a few minutes. He needs to go out and come back.
Moji.
Hey. Back and comes back with a gift, man.
This is in Amharic letters, which says from Surafi de Misi to Moji Shortbabaa. This is a masinko, an Ethiopian beloved traditional musical instrument, which is drawn on skin. So this is a masinko.
Ah, nice, man. Thanks, man. Hey, thanks, man. I'm gonna put this in my house, man.
I'm so happy for the time I spent with him. I saw many things and learned many lessons.
From the hood to the booth, both of these superstars are now inspired to create a jam fresher than any Shonake or KDF.
My name is Magic Mike. I'm a music producer and a performing artist. I'm from the 254, Kenya. So this week I'm producing an original for Bisrat and Moji Shortbabaa.
Yo, what's up,
guys? I'm really excited about it. Welcome, bro. Bisrat's music, so interesting. There's a beautiful ethnic feel to his music. Yes. I've worked with Moji Shortbabaa before. We've worked on a couple of hits. How are you guys feeling about this week?
Good.
I hope we will do our best, and I'm eagerly waiting to see the results. I was showing him an Ethiopian dance called Iskitsa. Come.
Yeah, man, I feel like me and Bisrat now have a vibe. I like joking and, of course, that's a big part of me.
That's very good.
And now I'm excited because now it's easier to flow and easier to work together.
That's called the audit. So this week I have 3 beats for the artists.
That beat is a banger, man, and it's a dancehall track. So, of course, when the bomb beat comes on, don't hold back, just dance.
I got a better reaction than I thought I would. This second track is like a bonus, because what I'm really looking forward to is the third track. Because the third track is the one I made with both of them in mind.
I like this one. I like this one.
We like 2 beats, the dancehall one and the other one, which was very mellow and had a bit of guitars and good vibes. I think I was leaning more towards the one with the melody. Because I think we want to talk about. I think I'm looking to marry in the near future. Being that Bisrat has done a lot of love songs, it has presented to me an opportunity to sing about maybe the lady I would want to marry.
I will also help Moji find the type of lady he is looking for. I'm rallying behind you, man. Come on.
Yeah, so we had a good session.
Yeah. We go for lunch. And you come back after, lay down your verse.
So when we come back, we're gonna put in we're gonna work on the bigger body.
Lunch
time.
Still to come, our headliners are hard at work creating an ode to a potential lover. But first, the Sound of Africa is taking a short Coke break. Welcome back to Coke Studio Africa. Gospel star Moji Shortbabaa and Ethiopian multi-genre maverick Bisrat Surafel collaborated on an original track about having enough faith to find the perfect wife.
I'm looking to marry in the near future.
Let's see just how well the session is going.
So we'll start working on the song. Bisrat is a fast writer. Just as I'm coming up with the melodies, it comes up with a nice melody.
The song's chorus says, I can't see anyone except you. I wanted to Africanize the song, so I asked to add Swahili to it.
You guys like it so far?
Yeah. Just to hear Bisrat sing, hey, I really like it. It sounds very traditional and very rich. He's very passionate also in his singing, and he brings it out very well. I don't know what he's saying.
We are the same as Eritreans, same lifestyle. We married each other and so on. Even I have Eritrean relatives, so in a way you imagine a lady you want to marry. I am also wishing to find a lady from Asmara. Yeah, when we were given the concept, I wrote a different poem with a different feeling, but I preferred this one from which I wrote music. As I said, our 20-something year resentment has ended and we are flying in love. They are coming to us and we are going there. So I did my song as I imagined.
Diplomatic, yes. Diplomatic is the one. Yeah. I like the poetry that he used there. So after eating, I think I ate a bit too much, yeah? And I had to take a nap.
I think Moji ate ugali, which made him sleepy.
When I was in preparatory school, we were taught, after lunch you have to take a small nap. I think that has never left me. So I'm just continuing with the culture. Sure, hope after this I find a wife, yo. I've looked for a wife for a while, so finding a wife is actually a blessing. So if I find her, I'll count her twice.
When I count my blessings, I count you twice. Hey, there's more to you, my baby, than just your smile.
Moji never disappoints. He'll give you content. It's always going to be clear and amazing and deep and honest.
I put some emotion into this thing, man. Oh, I need a wife.
Sound.
It is very nice. I was very glad singing for an Asmara woman. The sound was very beautiful. Moji also sang with amazing energy.
We have something.
That's a tune, eh?
We have something.
Overall, I think it's a really good project, so I just hope guys out there like it. I hope it becomes a wedding song.
God never thought, about collaborating with an Ethiopian man. I think there's so much that I have borrowed from Bisrat. I've learned so many things, and of course it had made me now, to just, to think outside the box.
But we had a nice time. I met musicians from different nations and we shared experiences, especially with Moji. I had a good time working and I had a lot of fun.
Yeah. Bisrat Surafel na shoti papa, natafuta wife sio slave queen, mwenye tutaka hadi 80. Anapenda wera sio tukukana kanisa, anapanguza hadi viti, kani familia ina rafiki yanakana ufiti. Pop-ups that you want, baby, you're the one. When you tunapeleka rura show, tumapini au shako, he who finds a wife, he finds a good thing. Baby, you're the one. You're my good thing. When I count my blessings, I count you twice. There's more to you, my baby, than just to smile. When I count my blessings, I count you twice. There's more to you, my baby, than just your smile.
And I can't do this what I, 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 and I can't do this what I. Saki uwe na mungini, nakashinya lode, dumpere lo fikre, balipachi sirnao, yene nanchagere, yalanchi indamanor, iwakilin hager, nakashinya lode, dumpere lo fikre. Anchasab lijdak kamari, dumperin bedimir tashagari, ane kadis nanye kashagar, berrelim ta asmara lidar, tobas basifone, matakunye tabaki, bafakir atkasay zaginde tagorshi, ao zabiki.
When I count my blessings, I count you twice. And there's more to you, my baby, than just your smile. When I count my blessings, I count you twice. There's more to you, my baby, than just your smile.
And I can't do this what I, 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 and ene kanchuti swadai, ene kanchuti swadai, ene kanchuti swadai. Saki uwe na mugini.
When I count your blessings, I count you twice. Hey, there's more to you, my baby, than just to smile. Hey, when I count your blessings, I count you twice. Hey, there's more to you, my baby, than just to smile.
Next week, the Coke Studio Africa season finale brings you the all-female sound of the continent. From unplugged performances to blazing collaborations, it's about to go down.
Yes,